This is the Drillfield here at Virginia Tech. So this is the epicenter of campus. This is actually the dead center of campus. It splits the residential from the academic side. So the side with Burris Hall, Payne Hall, a couple other buildings we went into, that is the academic side of campus. So every class, like in between class walk that you will have, will be about 5 to 6 minutes at the, I would say at the most. That's more of on the higher side. Whereas from one side to the other, on the academic side of campus, it's only a 10-minute walk. So that's the furthest reach of both ends. It's a 10-minute walk. So that kind of gives you a perspective on how condensed the academic side is, and it's nice that all of your classes are going to be basically on one side of campus. Now the residential side, to and from the academic side, it's an average of probably about 7 to 8 minute walk. It's really close and it's really nice, so you can get out of your residence hall room, walk to class in a short walk and be there on time. Now, a few things I'd like to point out about the Drillfield. So, over this way, so the side opposite of the pylons at Virginia Tech is our duck pond. So it's back there behind the trees. I promise it's there. So the duck pond, this is the most important piece of information that you will need to know about Blacksburg. That is Blacksburg's cheapest and most romantic date. And yes, I'm required to say that joke because this is a virtual tour and you need the full experience. Now on the other side is War Memorial Chapel. So if that first date, or those various cheap and most romantic dates go well for you, you can go to War Memorial Chapel, and they host wedding services, and they also have non-denominational church services. And this is a personal goal of mine. So if two Hokie alumni get married together, they can have the Hokie Bird show up in a tuxedo. So like I said, personal goal of mine. Now, some other things I'd like to point out. So Greek life is also in the direction of the duck pond. So we have our Oak Lane housing. So Oak Lane, is obviously the Greek life housing, but not all campus affiliated fraternities and, IFC or, campus affiliated Greek organizations, I should say, are on Oak Lane. We have 50 plus nationally affiliated fraternities and sororities. We also have, social and academic fraternities and sororities. So there are various different Greek organizations you can be a part of. About 18% of Virginia Tech go Greek. So it's there if you're into that kind of stuff. If not, there are plenty of other ways to get involved. For instance, Gobbler Fest happens the second Friday of every fall semester. So what is Gobbler Fest? It is a giant event on the Drillfield where every student organization sets up a booth, and you can walk and go to and from each booth trying to find your fit, trying to find just different things, different people that you kind of have common things with. Also, if you're not really into that, or you're a sophomore and you've already found your fit, you can go and grab a free, a few free t-shirts. It doesn't hurt to have too many of those. Now, I could personally attest to Gobbler Fest. Whereas this is where I found out about the tour guide organization Hokie Ambassadors at Gobbler Fest. So I can personally say, I have been affected by Gobbler Fest in a positive way. Now, some other things that go on the Drillfield. So we have our Relay for Life event here. So Ut Prosum, that I may serve as our campus motto. So there are two events that are on the Drillfield, or start on the Drillfield, that emulate that. Relay for Life is entirely on the Drillfield, and that we host the largest collegiate relay for life, and we generate about $500,000 every single year for cancer research funds, which it's a very good event. It's more of a celebration of the life of those who have fought the hard battle with cancer, and also it's nice to give back to those who have fought the hard battle with it, because almost everybody knows somebody that has been affected, or everybody has been directly affected by cancer in some way, shape, or form. The second big event that we have is quite literally called the Big Event, and it's a community service oriented event where we go around the New River Valley area, or Tech students go around the New River Valley area and do yard work. They paint a little bit, they clean a little, some houses, things like that, and it's geared mainly to help the elderly and the disabled of the New River Valley area. So it's a very big reason of why we are so highly ranked in town gown relations as well. So it's very cool to be a part of those two big events, and it is very nice to brag about those two things as well. Now, the final tradition I would like to mention on the Drillfield, it's commonly unheard of. I know they don't have it anywhere else. We actually have a civilian versus Corps of Cadets snowball fight on the Drillfield. So how that works if the first big snow happens in Blacksburg, there will be a Facebook event that goes out, and it's at the time. You come to the drill field at this time, and there is a massive, you know, group of Corps of Cadets students, and they have a giant snow fort set up, and there is a mob of civilians around it. So, you know, once the time hits, snowballs start flying, and, you know, you try to push the Corps of Cadets back up into their quad. And it's a lot of dumb fun, and it is a really great way to spend a cold, snowy day in Blacksburg as well. So finally, I would like to touch on one other thing. So we have a campus golf course here at Virginia Tech. It is also in the direction of the duck pond. So the campus golf course is only 9 holes, but it's a very nice and friendly golf course where you can go and you can pick up golf if it's not something you've played before, or if it's something you think you're not very good at. You can go there and you can learn. It's very casual. Or, you know, if you're a more intense player, you can also go and you keep score, walk there. They also have club golf tryouts there as well. Now, if you're a more serious golfer and you're willing to drive, Virginia Tech owns the Pete Dye River course in Radford, and it's a very nice course. It was top 20. It was the 20th best golf course in all of Virginia, not just school golf courses. So it's a very nice golf course. It's obviously a full 18 holes, and it's right on the new river. It's a very nice and cheap golf course as well, because it's only $15 to walk for students on the weekdays. So various different things to get involved with here, even just around the drill field at Virginia Tech.